You may feel offended, and I will not care.
Welcome to AntiCNN, the opposite of fake news. Here, we are going to be discussing several stories that betray to the American life. First story, a campaign ad of somebody running for the House of Representatives. Second story, there is trouble down in China, where many people are protesting and whatnot. Third story, there's a standstill in the Senate about a voter bill. And the fourth story, and the best story probably, definitely the most relevant, is a story portraying to the Israel-Palestine conflict. Now, here we are the opposite of fake news, and we'll be sure to give you this news, all of its glory. Now the first story. There's a candidate, a Republican candidate, running for office in the 11th district of Michigan. This candidate's name is Martin. Now, here is the video that this guy made when he announced his campaign.
My name is Martin. I think the government sucks. Why do I think that? Because the people in it are always corrupt. They never care about the people that they actually are representing. This applies to pretty much like 90% of Congress. And I just hate politics. Don't want to get into it. But I also care for the people. So that's why I'm doing it. To make sure that there's at least one less person out there who is corrupt and who is uncaring of their constituents. So, now why don't we look at the competitor here? He doesn't care about his constituents. There are several occasions where he just fell asleep during meetings of the House of Representatives. Now, he just fell asleep. I don't think he doesn't even know what's going on. Like, I'm not to be mean, but he's an idiot. I mean, he's stupid. Like, he has no idea what's going on whatsoever. The highlight of his career is when he literally ate a giant block of lard during the House of Representatives meeting. And does that really give good impression? No, it makes you think that he's just some 400-pound dude who just likes to, I don't know, do stupid things. And that's exactly who he is. He's actually 430. He's 438 pounds, I believe, approximately. But I'm not really judging him for his weight. I'm just judging him because he doesn't care. He does not care about his people. He falls asleep during meetings, and then whenever somebody does something out of line, he just gets super angry. He just flipped out at a constituent for a very stupid reason. They breathe. He said, breathing offends the dead. He actually said that, by the way. I guess if you're breathing, you're alive. You're offending dead people. I think that's how that works. But he said that. And he also has a giant ego. A huge ego, in fact. Larger than his mass. Harold has a giant ego. And yes, the guy's name is Harold, by the way. He has a huge ego. Like, he thinks of himself as a great person. Like, oh, I'm great. I'm good. I'm the best person that you could ever vote for. And, by the way, he is just not great of a guy. Doesn't act like it anyway. I mean, this guy just loves himself. And me? How am I different from all this? I'm attentive. I am passionate. And I hate myself. I suck. I know that. I'm a terrible person. At least I do. I think that. No. Would you rather vote for Harold, who's a literal rhino? He registers as a Republican, but like, he's a rhino. He doesn't even do Republican things. Or vote for me, an actual Republican who is gonna run for Congress. Who are you gonna vote for? Me or this other guy whose name is Harold?
That was a wonderful ad. This ad will definitely strike fear into the opposite party and the opposite candidates. Now, on to our next story. This story involves China and the foreign relations between the United States and China. Now, the United States is being insisted on sanctioning China for the misuse of human rights. I completely agree with this statement, and the United States may be planning on imposing sanctions on China. Now, we have a reporter in China, and he's going to give us all the news. That is wonderful indeed, that people are taking such action to ensure that this gets stopped. Thank you to our gracious anchor. Now, for our next story, we're going into the Senate. Here, there is a filibuster going on over a voter bill. This bill will indefinitely impose the requirement of voter ID in the election, in all upcoming elections, in the future of the United States. Now, the Republicans want to really pass this voter bill, but the Democrats, they say no. So Democrats are imposing this bill to remove the need for voter ID in all 50 states. Now, this will definitely give access to vote to more people and allow people to be able to vote easier. But at the same time, there comes the risk that there might be people who are not from America voting in American elections. This is a very large concern in all of Congress. Now, Republicans are currently holding a filibuster right now, but how long will this filibuster hold? This may be last for several days, weeks, perhaps months before a conclusion came to this resolution. Now, we are about to go to commercial. Remember, this is AntiCNN, where no matter what, we are always right.